What will happen to Sifuna and Babu Owino now that Raila Odinga has concluded the broad-based alliance between him and President William Ruto? Welcome back to our channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Real News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending politics. During the signing of the broad-based alliance, Sifuna had a troubling appearance. He came not officially dressed, he looked worried, he looked like he was in some troubling emotions inside himself. We saw the Cabinet Secretary Prime, Musalia Mudavadi and Speaker Wetangula missing. They were absent during the finalization of the coalition. And I want to leave you guys a question. Why do you think Wetangula and Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi chose not to attend the political marriage of UDA and ODM? Leave your views on the comment section. I would be eager to hear from your point of view. Well, Sifuna looked sick during the political alliance. He looked like he had just come to finalize the documentation, being the Secretary General of ODM. He looks like he wasn't even aware of what was actually taking place. Maybe he was just ambushed and told, you know what, Sifuna, come, we have a meeting today and the finalization of the political party is actually done today. It's like he knew the actual facts that very moment he was standing there, that Raila and President William Ruto had finalized the political alliance. Was he ambushed and had no idea the deal was being sealed? His face expression was quite sad. It looked like he was being forced to address the meeting and left immediately after finishing. Another question is, why did Sifuna have that kind of disturbing facial expression during the broad-based alliance meeting? Sifuna had openly dedicated not to support President William Ruto and had been a very big critique.
Things to do, Trevor, is not idle. And I've said it here myself previous, that when Raila wants something, he will use his own mouth to tell us. There are messages that are too important to send agenda. I am telling you, if Raila wants to support Ruto in 2027, he will not send agenda. For heaven's sake, that is a message too important to be left to agenda. Or in fact, in person, he will tell us himself. And I am telling you, I will respect his decision. If he says he's going to support Ruto, I will respect that decision. But I am telling you, and I have said it, I will tell him, I've told him that because as SG of ODM, I have a global view of the country. I get calls from Tana River. This guy does not know. If you ask him to tell me the chairperson of ODM in Tana River, Oscar Kaseme speaks to me and he tells me in Tana River, people are saying, even if you support Ruto, you will fail. I get calls from Kericho, from Turkana. You know, that is the reason why I am convicted, because these are not things I just come up with in my head. I have a global view of the country. I have networks across the country. People, I call my chairperson in Nyandarua and I ask him, were those two people who are singing in Karatina, do they reflect the view of the people in Nyandarua? And he says no. So, Tom Ojienda oscillates between Moroni and Konele. I have a global view of the country. He doesn't speak to the people in Kwale. So when I say these things, I know my sources, Trevor.
All right.
We want to make it very clear.
Trevor,
he said, a global view of the country. He doesn't speak to the people in Kwale. So when I say these things, I know my sources, Trevor.
All right.
We want to make it very clear.
Trevor,
he said, no, there's something he said. There's something he said finally here, that even Sifuna will support Ruto.
Yes.
In that booth, I want you to bring your cameras on the day of the election.
Yes.
Personally, there is no way I can support Ruto. There is no way.
Ili usupport Zakayo, lazima ususpend brain cells. Suspend my brain cells. Hapo niliambia baba, hapo naye siwezi mimi nakuheshimu, mimi nilikukampenia, lakini siwezi support serikali ambayo inadhulumu maisha ya wananchi ya Kenya. Ukisema hivi, wewe sasa umemea pembe, lazima ukatwe pembe, tutakuonyesha 2027, tutafukuza hapa. Hakuna shida hata ukinifukuza. Nyinyi wote ni MPs. Hao watu wa nini kwa chama wakinifukuza, kuna shida yote? Jamani, nitakuwa naishi na uoga. Tunaambiwa tu hautakuwa hapa, tutadili na wewe.
Well, Sifuna, being the ODM General Secretary, had to be present to read the document that finalized the broad-based alliance between President William Ruto and Raila Odinga. Sifuna maybe could have been uneasy, as he had criticized President William Ruto's government prior to the deal signing, openly stating even with Ruto-Raila alliance he will not win, and rather he will not support President William Ruto and Raila Odinga's alliance. He had actually stated his ground no support for Ruto, but he had no choice but to execute the protocol, being the Secretary General of ODM. This brings us to our questions. Will Sifuna resign from the ODM party? Will he forcefully back Raila Ruto alliance? ODM is the second greatest party. Sifuna, being the Secretary General, he had to actually announce the political alliance. Had he refused, he would have risked being fired and losing his political positioning. Well, is Sifuna's loyalty being questioned after his ridiculous critiques of Raila Ruto alliance? Babu Owino also declared his stand not supporting President William Ruto. He stated he cannot support a government that oppresses the nation. Babu Owino has been in wrangles with Baba. Baba openly declared his support for Sakaja on the gubernatorial seat, and Babu Owino saw it as betrayal for his long die-hard loyalty for Baba. Hence our question, is Babu Owino and Sifuna positions in ODM under jeopardy? I will add Selassie to the list. He's also being a big critic of Raila Odinga, yet he dines in the same government. We are yet to understand, is Selassie going to stick with ODM or he is going to opt out? There are so many endless questions. There is a possibility of Sifuna being replaced as Secretary General given his critiques of Raila Ruto alliance. Sifuna and Owino have been locked out of ODM party and miss big political negotiations. Secretary General is supposed to be in all political meetings. Sifuna was missing in the political meeting that took place in Mombasa after Baba lost his African chairmanship. All key leaders in ODM attended. Wanga was there, Junet Mohamed, Ichungwa, Oburu, Odinga, Raila's personal lawyer, Paul Mwangi, and Joho. All ODM tops were at the meeting, apart from Sifuna. As the Secretary General, Sifuna is supposed to be the spearhead of all meetings because he's not supposed to be absent in any of that to capture the main meeting details. And the big question is ODM facing a political turmoil among its party leaders? Why is Babu Owino and Sifuna being shut out of political meetings that are important, being the Secretary General he is supposed to attend? Will Babu Owino and Sifuna change their view of perspective to support the broad-based alliance? Is Sifuna's position as Secretary General in jeopardy? Leave your views on the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Real News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending politics. JD Ishmaels.